not an issue. Just wanted to see if you would like to have the last word on today's panel.
Right. My concluding remarks would be what I mentioned before. I mean, I agree with a lot with what Harsha said. We need to liberalize. One thing is we cannot move forward like having a regime where there is import substitution. So one thing is, of course, liberalize trade, have free trade agreements. The resistance here is that people see free trade agreements as like other countries trying to take advantage of us. But why don't we see it as us taking advantage of other countries? I mean, look, India is set to be a $10 trillion economy by 2035. And we are the only country who close to the region who has a FTA with India and with Pakistan. Or we are going to conclude hopefully soon with China. So a place for Indian companies to access China or vice versa. So here again, the thing that only Sri Lanka. There's also this other thing that I want to state is that we think that Sri Lankan companies have to do everything to export. It doesn't have to be. I mean, look at Thailand. I mean, Thailand has a very robust export industry when it comes to manufacturing cars, but you don't really see a Thai brand. It's mostly Japanese brands. So we should open up to the world. But in my concluding remarks, I would say that we're at a crossroad. So either we can be like how India did, like how Dr. Manmohan Singh did as finance minister, do the reforms and never ever even have to think about going back to the IMF. Or we can be like Argentina and, constantly, every 3 to 5 years go back and, get the same prescriptions. So it's really a choice for the people. But at the moment, I think in the short term, we might need a sort of a new mandate for a party to come in. A general elections could be a way to, if a certain party can get a strong mandate to follow all these reforms, that would be the best way possible.
Thank you all so much. We are incredibly honored and privileged to have heard from the four of you. They're absolutely fantastic speakers with so much insight and so much generosity and magnanimity with your contributions to the discussion. The situation in Sri Lanka is obviously difficult, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish the people in Sri Lanka, all the very best. And thank you all for tuning in and joining in the discussion back at home. And stay tuned for the next Dr. Political Review panel event and discussion that's just around the corner. Thank you all very much and goodbye.
Okay.